Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for hopping on. Today we are going to go over the Summit Recap. We have lots of great stuff for you guys, and we are going to record this as well. So if anyone happens to join late, we will have the replay available of this call. But there was so much great stuff at Summit. If you guys didn't have a chance to go, strongly recommend it for next year. But we're going to go over all the information that was covered. Make sure you guys are up to speed on the latest and greatest. So with that said, let me go ahead and share my screen and we will get started.
Okay, we've got your screen.
All right. All right, make sure I have the right deck up here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so Boost Summit 2025. It started off kind of the state of the business, right? And the state of business is extremely positive. Business is good. They kind of highlighted the year-over-year changes. Our family plans overall are up 8%. Branded PSA, so that's the per store average, is up 12% year over year. That's a pretty big lift, a double-digit lift in PSA. The average store is doing 12% higher than what they did last year. Boost Protect, so our measurables, our attachables, which are profit drivers for your stores, those are up 20% for the year. The $60 plan mix is up 23%. So that tells us that you guys are listening out there, and these customers do want, the $60 rate plan, everything that comes with Boost Protection. You can see a lot of our customers do want that, which is a huge profit driver for you. And you're driving those numbers in your stores, and it's paying off. So congratulations on all the success that you guys had in the last 12 months. And we're going to see more things coming from Boost because the roadmap is strong for our future as well. One other thing I wanted to touch on is autopay. Look at that, 139% increase on autopay. So that goes to, hey, you give you guys something to focus on and you can deliver on it. My ask for you right now, which isn't on here because we didn't have it last year, ISPS. If your ISPS, your inventory for your stores isn't at 100%, make sure it's at 100%. Not just on a day, but that needs to be every single day of the week. That's one of the Boost's huge measurables for 2025. ISPS, so that's making sure you guys have the inventory on your shelves, what you normally sell, but that's what I want you guys to focus on now. But congratulations on nailing these measurables and delivering results. In addition, Q1 2025 was the lowest quarter churn ever for Boost. So not only do we have more customers, but less customers are leaving. More customers than we've ever had, less customers leaving than we've ever had. And autopay, making sure those customers stay on Boost because that payment's coming out of their debit or credit card every month, that's up 40% as well. Highest upgrade volume in the history of Boost, over 25% of our base upgraded last year. Think about that. 1 out of 4 customers who have Boost got a new phone last year. 25% of our base, just huge numbers. And those customers who upgraded on average, they stayed an additional 13 months. So when you're thinking customer lifetime value, how long those customers stay with you, how you continue to earn money because they bought the phone at your store, how important upgrades are for those customers, because you're gonna make money every month they're with Boost, and they stay an extra 13 months when they upgrade. We also up early upgrades for BYOD. So customers who have BYOD are able to do early upgrades now as well. So that helps take care of your customers and it helps them stick longer. We had 90,000 net adds in Q4 of 2024, and we had 150,000 net adds in Q1 of 2025. So business is good, right? Incredible growth out there. Other highlights they announced is launching payment extension capabilities. Now, this is this was my first aha moment. The first thing that I was at Summit, I was like, oh, let's go. So they're opening the Customer Communication Preference Center, which is basically when you sign customers up, you can say, how do you want to be contacted? Via text, via email, basically into the guided sales flow. During your activation, you're going to be able to select that. And what that does is basically customers are going to opt in to Smile and Dial. So if they say yes, they're okay with being contacted via phone call, via text message, now you have a bucket of customers that you can make Smile and Dial calls to. So that can help up to 8 additional states. So I know Indiana, one of the neighboring states to us, our headquarters is in Chicago and Illinois. One of our neighboring states, Indiana, doesn't have Smile and Dial. Now you will, right? So huge. For any of you guys who were in those markets that had rules in place, help has been on the way, so that's great news for you. Also, there's exciting new partnerships with companies like Vivo. The first artist they announced was Sienna Spira. Google her, look her up, listen to her tunes. So she's got some exclusive content dropping in June. So we're going to have exclusive partnerships with artists. And then also kind of just extending the brand, extending the reach, more people to hear about Boost. So Liquid Death, the company that's like the energy drink, the water company, they're doing coupons to customers who come in, they do the activations, they're getting $5 off Liquid Death. So just a nice little add-on, something you give your customer, hey, thanks for choosing Boost. Also, I don't know if you like Liquid Death or not, but you can have it free today. Here's your $5 coupon with your activation, right? So awesome stuff for you guys. But wait, there's more. More products to sell, right? Time for you guys to be the complete solution for your customers. They're adding smartwatches, they're adding tablets, and they're going to continue to add more accessories. And then the devices, we've got tons more awesome devices coming, like the Galaxy S25 Edge, the new device, the Galaxy Tab S10 FE, which is going to be a 10.9-inch tablet with 20 hours of battery life, and more spiffs, more of that cash money for each and every one of you. So these opportunities with these connected devices, these are great, right? So higher retention for your customers. If you can get them more products, they're more likely to stick with you. Higher profits, higher profitability. We're going to have the tablet, a $30 gigabyte tablet rather, for $20 a month. You can sell on top of your rate plan, or the smartwatch with only a $10 a month rate plan, right? So the awesome store capabilities coming for you guys in 2025. And then the targeted upgrade offers. This is my second wow moment of these the summit, right? So we have the ability to extend Smile and Dial to new spaces, never had it. Fantastic. Now we also have huge deals taking care of our existing customers. I know it personally, I always felt, man, we always really hook up our port-in customers that are new to Boost. But what about the customers that have been with us? Why don't we give a better deal on those customers? You know, they should get something special too. Well, that feedback's been heard, and they said, yeah, correct. We're going to take care of our existing customers. We know they stick with us for an average of 13 months longer. Let's take care of those existing customers. So how about a free Samsung A16 5G? How about a Samsung S25 for only $99.99, or an iPhone 15 for only $99.99 for targeted upgrade offers? And on top of that, spiffs for your stores. Gonna get a what? So Summit is awesome, guys. This is just a little taste of some of the stuff they had out there. So this is the information you're getting firsthand. Sometimes you get a few days notice. You can order up on devices, but great deals. Let's get into the spiffs that they announced at Summit. So there's a S25 device spiff. And so this is going on now, started the 15th. So that was, I think, right when we were at Summit until the 30th of June. So $25, $25 each for each S25 activation. That looks tricky because the $25 just like S25 anyway. Then we have the platinum sales spiff. Platinum selling is back. Guys, we can do a whole call on that. I'm trying to go through this quickly for time, but platinum selling is important. That's where you earn points based on what you sell. You want to sell a high-end device with detachables, so those customers stick with us longer, and you will get a $20 spiff for each platinum sale. The devices have to be 5G certified. If exactly one line is eligible, you're in a $20 spiff. If multiple lines are eligible, you'll earn the spiff on the number of lines minus one. So for example, there's 3 lines eligible, you get paid on 2 of the 3. And then also spiffs for your store, for customer experience shops or mystery shoppers. All right, put your listening ears on. Stores that are going to be mystery shopped after 5/15, so that's going on now, will earn an extra $500 or $150 spiff based on your store's customer experience shop evaluation. If you have a full store pass, you get $500 bonus for your store. If you have a partial store pass, you get $150 for your store. This is eligible for 1 customer experience shop spiff per store per calendar year. How do you get your full store points? You don't have to get 100, but you got to get at least 90. 90 out of 100 points will get you a $500 credit for your store. 80 to 89 will get you the $150, and anything 79 or below is a fail. So make sure you are up to your brand standards. I talked about ISPS is the most important thing to this call. They will be checking your inventory. Make sure your ISPS is at 100%. Now, Recognizing frontline employee importance. Boost understands that we need to have a unified front. We need to make sure that it doesn't matter if you're in Philadelphia, New York, LA, Chicago, Dallas, you're going to get the same experience. So we need to make sure our people are trained and that same knowledge is shared. So they are going to have a uniform training system, which they have rolled out now. The Boost U, the new curriculum they have in Boost U is outstanding. They're continuing to have new content that's rolling out about mastering the sales, hitting your KPIs, selling the network. The time's now for Boost, guys. They want you to live it, know it, and show it. My third aha moment at the summit was when they said, hey, a lot of you guys out there are working in our stores and you're not carrying our phones. That's a problem, right? If you work in a Boost store, you should probably have a Boost phone. So what are we going to do? We're going to give them $10 off of their bill every month if they choose to sell Boost. And that doesn't matter if you have Boost already. If you had Boost for a year, guess what? Moving forward now, you can verify your employment and you will get $10 a month off of your bill. That goes off the $25 rate plan, the $50 rate plan, or the $60 rate plan. So if you think about that, you could be an employee on the $30 plan with auto pay, which brings it to $25, and then you get your Boost spiff of $10. Your phone bill could be as low as $15 a month. And guess what? After 1 year, you get that deal locked in for life. So if you happen to move on in your career, you advance to another opportunity, you will still get that same customer pricing you had for being with Boost. And after a year, you're going to lock in that $10 a month discount for life. So fantastic news for all you guys out there on the front line. Now, we want you to have pride in Boost. We want you to own your mile. So get out there, be bold, get involved, partner with your local food banks, your community centers, your schools, your chamber of commerce. We're challenging you guys to do something different than what you've always done. You need to get outside of your own four walls and own your mile if you want to take your store to the next level. You're only going to have X amount of customers that are going to be coming into you. If those customers aren't coming in like they used to, what are you doing to grow your business? So besides social media, you need to get involved with your local community and make it public. Make sure you're spreading your love for your community on your social networking pages across all platforms. Now, this was my favorite takeaway, and I kind of hinted at it. I talked about smiling, but one of my other things that I really was thinking about when we were talking about it was these remote selling kits. Owning your mile has never been easier than it is today because Boost announced remote selling kits that include the Dell laptop with protected Boost backpack, your static IP enabled Boost mobile hotspot so you can do your activations on site, including service throughout the year, a credit card reader, a portable power supply, a tent, a table cover, and a backdrop. There's only 200 of these available right now, and they are going very fast. I know that I think as of probably a week ago, I want to say about 130 were gone. So they were down to 70 left. So if you have not taken advantage of this, this is my call to action for you. Do you guys want to get all over this? If you happen to be at Summit, you got a discount on this. This is why you guys want to go there. The Summit price got 50% off. Even if not 50% off, the price is $2,000 for the full kit, the laptop, the static IP, the credit card reader, the portable supply, the tent, table cover, everything. It's $2,000 investment. If you guys have 2 events, that should be paid off. Everything after that is profit, right? So, you have this kit to use it. You have your events. This is a huge profit driver for your store. Do you have any local flea markets, any local fairs, any festivals, any farmers markets, anywhere you can pop up? You can now sell Boost Mobile. We couldn't do this a year ago, couldn't do this 2 years ago because everything was tied to that static IP, which had to be in your store. Now you can. So get all over this, guys. $2,000 is totally worth it. And if you didn't go to Summit, guys. $1,000 if you were at Summit to have this, right? So awesome, awesome stuff. Again, they didn't expect the demand to be as high as it was. My information is outdated when I said 130. That's probably a week old information. I don't even know what that number is now, but you want to get on their list. Worst case scenario, if they sell out, then hopefully they re-up and we can get you in the next batch. But if you want to be able to do this right now and take advantage of this weather while it's warming up, reach out to us in your Boost team today to get your remote selling kit. All right, Elevate Marketing. You can bring them in, keeping them in. There is an awesome subscription for you guys to sign up in. I highly recommend you do this too. If I'm a business owner, this is Adam Peterson Wireless. Adam Peterson Wireless has this, right? Life cycle messaging for your customers so you can get in contact with them about your store more often. Early adopter cost is only $15 per month per location, and that gets 300 messages to your customers every single month, right? So very, very cheap. If you do it yearly, if you pay the $180 for a year, you will not have any one-time activation fee. The one-time activation is only $15 if you do it monthly, but you're getting those 300 messages to your customers every single month that are targeted for a very, very low cost of $15 per month, guys. Take advantage of this. This is a huge opportunity. I would jump all over it. The Elevate Marketing Lifestyle. Now, I hinted at or mentioned that customers are now going to be able to opt in for Elevate offers, even in states that couldn't previously do Smile and Dial. This is what I'm talking about here, right? So what are we doing to keep this momentum? They're introducing the Communication Preference Center. So in-app push notifications moving from opt-out to opt-in. Customer Center can also be managed in guided sales flow. So you can opt them in to text messages, emails, and phone calls, which will allow you to do Smile and Dial. Ta-da! That's how easy it is, guys. Make sure you're doing it. Now, it's time to grow. Boost is back in growth mode. If you happen to be looking at my screen right now, you are looking at the new Boost Concept stores. There is a brand new refresh model, a Boost kind of 5.0, 4.5, whatever they're calling it these days. There is a new look and feel to the Boost with these huge live TVs, beautiful colors, big bold Boost everywhere. That it is out there, and they are remodeling stores as well as growing new stores. The first remodels to this new look were started here in May 2025. I know a lot of dealers on this call have this going on, but you'll see that giant brand focal wall, the TV, the digital sidewall, and digital windows. You know those posters that are in your windows, and sometimes the sun fades them? Well, we're going to digital windows. So awesome, awesome stuff for these remodels and for new growth. How these stores will look like inside.
Will like to sign up for this, but let's stick to the Boost Plus name. Okay,
it's Boost Plus. Yes, Boost Plus. Boost Plus remodel. Thank you, Robert. This is Boost Plus. Correct. Okay, so the science behind these. Oh, and for you guys, for how to sign up for these and how to grow on these, there's QR codes on a lot of these slides, and we have all these offers. Feel free to reach out to your DCI account manager after the call, and we will give you those details. It's a lot unpacking into this call, so I'm not going to go over the specifics of how to sign up, but we have it for you. So we can help you with all those questions. Okay, so really quickly, I wanted to show you the design of these stores. So these stores are built with a purpose. You're going to hear a lot about the great sales training, right? Which we want that same training at a store in Detroit, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, Kansas City, Missouri, Orlando, Florida to sell the same, right, and look the same. So the customers are going to come in. You're going to see you have that welcome discovery area. You have your exploring area, your transact serve area, and then where you're engaging, right? So these areas are going to be mapped out, and you'll have training that'll walk you through this great selling process. But that was just covered in brief there as well. They talked about the philosophy of Boost is to stabilize, elevate, and grow. So we want to stabilize, boost product operations, make sure things work, and stability over our shiny things. Make sure our systems work. We know the pain points we've had. Trust me, it's known, it's being addressed. To elevate that in-store experience, deliver the needs of our customers, make sure that they're profitable, make sure you guys are profitable, and to grow both in our sales and our systems capabilities to align with our strategic goals. So some of the advancements they talked about was the advances to network, advancements to brand, advancements to pay later and up marketing, stability and reliability, and customer experience. One of the highlights I guess I call out from this slide is like that Boost GPT, right? So that Boost GPT is huge. Make sure you guys are using that. You want to use that as much as possible because that only becomes smarter and smarter and really helps you guys answer your questions. Obviously, AI is kind of the way of the future, and the Boost has their own AI. It's kind of cool, right? So don't think it's scary. Use it to your advantage. It's a huge tool. It's a huge asset for you guys. Make sure you guys are all over it. A little bit more about those creative AI tools. So they get that Boost You we talked about earlier, which is now out there, has all the training resources. Each Q&A interaction uncovers potential knowledge gaps. Your engagement with that AI tool improves it. As I just mentioned, you guys make sure you're using it because it's going to get better and better the more you use it. There was over 20,000 engagements in Boost GPT already, and 80% had their feedback answered with it. So it is a very great tool for you guys to use. What could you use it for? 21% of people use it for devices. Like, is the Motorola camera equivalent to the iPhone camera? See, any kind of question you have it. Tell me some facts about the Samsung A16. Anything you don't know, you have an expert right there with Boost GPT. Make sure you use it. Promotions, just some more examples of it because I want to make sure you guys understand how to use this Boost GPT. What are some of the current promotions for a customer wanting 4 lines and looking to pay $100 per month, right? So you could customize it to your scenario. What's the customer working with? You could put that in there. Pay later. How do I best pitch device financing offers? Whatever you want to use. So those are just some examples of the questions that are being used in Boost GPT. Yep, hold on. Okay, now collecting retailer feedback. This slide right here, I just want to take a minute and let you guys scan if you'd want. So they do want to hear from you. If you have any feedback you want to give, if you want to do like in-person virtual meetings, Boost is doing that. They have a branded retailer council. They're doing roundtables with Care and IT team. They do have selected retailers on this that they're doing it quarterly. But if you guys have feedback, they want to hear from you. I'll give you 5 more seconds to scan this if you want to give Boost any feedback. Let them know your thoughts. So far, what they heard is they need improvement on systems, care, communications, training, field smart marketing, and retailer health. And they are doing things about it. They are getting dealer parity, designated group and escalation forms, consolidated retailer notifications, new trainings and workshops, internal role clarity for Boost, clear business rules, and e-pay reporting and new report guides. So they are hearing what you guys need, and they are doing everything they can to constantly analyze and improve the business. The customer feedback is also very important. They're collecting that customer feedback. Over 5,000 surveys go out to Boost customers every single day. And those mystery shops are important. Here was something that was a little bit of a mind blower. They talked about these mystery shops. They asked how many percentage of calls do you think people actually answer? It was less than 50%. If you call your store right now, less than 50% of the people are going to pick up. Unless they know it's your number. That's the feedback that's out there. They're doing calls, mystery shops from stores all over this country. Half the time, no one at your stores are picking up the phone. 12 markets were shopped in person per month. And remind you, I just told you about that big spiff. There's that $500 spiff if you can get 90 above on that mystery shop. What are the mystery shoppers grading? They're going to grade that great evaluation. So the greeting, where they greet within 10 seconds or 10 feet of your store, that's worth 20 points. Come out from behind your counter, introduce yourself by the name. They're going to look if you recognize them. Be personable, ask reason for a visit, ask qualified open-ended questions, actively listen, confirm needs, that's 20 points. Engage, transparent on pricing, recommend the right products and services, explain current promotions and offers, advise, build value, advise on products and services, overcome objections, transact, attempt to close, thank the customer, and then brand. Is the Google information correct for your store? If not, fix it. Is the store clean and presentable? Is the store environment comfortable? Proper heating and air conditioning? Does the lights work? Right? There's your cheat sheet. There's the answer guide, right? It's not hard. Follow the Boost training. Do your great sales technique and make sure your store is branded properly. $500 bonus could be coming to your store. Also, Elevate Go. If you guys, Elevate Go is so great because your data is there anytime. You don't have to wait for DCI to send their emails every Monday. Like, oh, where am I at for my week? Let me see my numbers. This is actually available to you guys 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in Elevate Go. You have reporting on there, the self-service and central hub, ease of use. So that goal there is to help you improve results and growth in your business. With Elevate Go, you can see every single employee working in your store. You can see everything they're selling. Everything's right there at your fingertips. So if you're not using it, definitely something you can look into taking advantage of. Real-time reporting's on there as well. You have the DLAR dashboard. You'll have your platinum selling, real-time frontline advocate reporting, Elevate marketing, calling stats, rep level RPD dashboard. Lots of cool stuff. You'll have visit checklists, tasks, goals. You can put all that stuff into Elevate Go. You could do a 2-hour call just on Elevate Go. Elevate Go for retailers retrospect. We got 115 retailers participating. It is free until June of 2025 if you were at the summit. So another big advancement, reason to go to the summit, right? It's going to enhance your reporting goals and tasks. Tons of people use it. We have over 449 retailers participating, 2.7K doors that are currently using it. So if you're not doing it, your competitor who's selling Boost is, and they have a competitive edge on you if you're not taking advantage of these tools. If you want to have a one-on-one session for Elevate Go, 30 minutes. Here you go. Here's a QR code. for everybody. Everybody on this call. If you want to have an Elevate Go one-on-one session, sign up for Elevate, scan this QR code. You have a 30-minute session. I'll give you 10 seconds to scan it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now, action items, foundation for impact, call to action takeaways. Utilize new tech like Boost GPT to maximize your sales. Engage teams to be great and level up the customer experience. Register for Elevate Go and create advocate logins. That's what I was just talking about. Sign up for Elevate. It gives you so many cool functionality and abilities to help your store go to the next level. We're winning in demographic focused areas. We're winning in philanthropy and community, and we're winning in our localized messaging and placement. Boost Network is crushing it, guys. You need to have pride in this fact, right? So Open Signal is a third-party company that measures all providers, carriers across the board. Open Signal. So it's not Boost saying we're the best network. It's third party is saying, hey, no, the best network compared to all your competitors is Open Signal. You can pull this up and look at it yourself. So proof at every click. The locator tool at microsite shows coverage in every zip right from the locator and Open Signal sourced microsite. So you can see we are #1 for 5G coverage and availability in Chicago, DC, New Orleans. Like, there's so many cities that we have amazing coverage. Houston, New York, Dallas, Fort Worth, Detroit, Miami, Atlanta, Cincinnati. So be proud in your city. None of the competitors can touch us where we're at. And keep in mind, we have 3 networks. Not only do we have Boost, but we got AT&T and T-Mobile. They don't have 3 networks, right? So we have such a big advantage over our competition. Get involved. I talked about owning your mile. Get involved. Partner with your local food banks, community centers, schools. Change your commerce. Identify local opportunities. Advertise and build a crowd. Paint your town orange. Buy those mobile sales kits and get out there. Be swift. Be able to be tailored to the moment. Staff to win. This weekend, guys, is going to be huge. I'll tell you what. It's going to be one of the biggest weekends in probably the next 5 weeks, and in the last month and a half. This is going to be this weekend. It's going to be higher than all those. You have a double dip weekend coming up. If you're not fully stocked up for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you're going to miss out. You look at the historical trends from last year and this year. Last year, it was the highest weekend, and the trends that followed exact same this year as the last. You're going to see it. Make sure you're staffed appropriately for this weekend. Weather's going to be nice. Get outside. Make sure your inventory levels are good. Make sure your ISPS is at 100%. Also, customer feedback matters. Ask for those 5-star Google reviews. Don't be that guy that gets that horrible review, terrible experience, don't want to visit, right? Don't be that guy. Make sure you're taking pride and ask for, hey, did you enjoy the service you got today in our store? Do you mind giving me a 5-star Google review? Think about, where do you shop? You're going to go to stores that have a lot of reviews and that are 5 stars. If a store doesn't have more than 20, 30 reviews, I'm not going to go to that store. I don't even think it's credible, right? I need to see hundreds of reviews, and I need to see a good ranking. If your store doesn't have that, start building towards it today. Use last mile to manage web presence. Okay, 80% of customers check online before visiting the store. So as I just mentioned, if you don't have any reviews out there, 80% of your customers are looking at your online footprint. 63% say they won't visit a business with poor or no reviews. 65% of our Boost retailers haven't even logged in within 1 year or ever. Okay, so how do we fix this? Well, let's do it right here. This slide right here, digital cleanup how-to guide. Scan this QR code. This QR code right here should take you to the cleanup checklist. Let me just look at one thing. Yes, this is the one Joe said. So this QR code right here should take you to the resources that will allow you to change anything that's needed on the web, or clean up, or change your store hours, or whatever needs to be done. Your cleanup checklist should be right here on this QR code. So you should be able to review your responses and reply to them within 48 hours. Make sure you have strong visuals out there. Make sure you have pictures of your store. Make your store look good, right? Complete your profile for your store. Add 3+ high-quality storefront photos. Add a seasonal or promo image. Keep it fresh, guys. Changes every month. Keep active. Make your store look cool. Make it stand out. So this is the link. You guys should have it. If not, we will have a copy of this deck. It can email you out as well. Digital dashboard, if you don't have it, the QR code is here. You can sign up for digital dashboard. Review influence rankings, Google favorites, stores with recent responsive and engaging reviews, build trust with fast personalized responses. one dashboard for every platform. All your store reviews on one digital dashboard. You can track your performance and engagement. Stay informed automatically. Never miss a review. Get alerts daily or weekly. Here you go. Here's how you do it. People ask all the time, how do I do it? Scan this QR code, follow the steps, and you're good. All right, so huge takeaways, right? So many awesome things at Summit. This is why next year, sign up if you didn't go. And if you went this year, I hope you enjoyed it. I know you did, except the feedback was very positive. Everyone loved it. It was great. Okay, so action items. Pro tip, keep inventory levels healthy and scan in all devices. Why? Marketing will push customers to boost stores based on the inventory levels. Okay, that's an important takeaway that we put on the side here of this slide that they covered at Summit. So well, I've been talking about ISPS over and over and over again. Well, marketing is also going to push the stores that have strong levels of inventory. So if that inventory isn't in ISPS and isn't scanned in, that could put you at a disadvantage. So make sure you're scanning in your inventory, you're using that retailer platform, and you're managing your store's reputation. Loyalty equals revenue. We want to retain our customers to have highly profitable subs. We want to increase the amount of money we get per customer, and we want to create best-in-class experience. That's how we're going to drive revenue to all of your pockets. And we're going to do that with platinum selling. I told you platinum selling was going to come back, and this is the breakdown of those points. So how do you get to a platinum sale? You got to have at least 5 or 6 points. A high-end device will give you 1 point. Boost Protect gives you 1 point. If it's a family plan, it'll give you 1 point. If it's on auto pay, it gives you 2 points. If it's on device financing, it gives you 1 point. So if you don't have a multi-line deal, you can still get a platinum sale. It just has to be a high-end device with Boost Protect, who is on auto pay with device financing. And guess what? If you're on device financing, you're on auto pay. So those kind of go hand in hand. Pretty easy thing to do to get that cash money. Why does it matter? Well, increased retention and increased bounties. Customers that have more attachables stay longer and the more profitable. The numbers are there. The science is there. Here it is on the slide, right? So if you look at a $65 plan sale with 0 points, you look at how long that customer, the total revenue from that customer over 12 months. Compared to a customer that you have that has a platinum sale, so someone that you had device protection on auto pay with device financing, that same customer is 2.3 times more profitable than the exact same customer on a 0 point platinum sale. Okay, so let that sink in. Way more profitable if you do a 5 or 6 point platinum sale than if you do a 0 point platinum sale or a 1 point platinum sale, right? So make sure you guys are focused in on that. It's a big profit driver for your stores. And when we talk about dollars and cents, if you look at pay later, the increased revenue you guys can get from pay later right now, look at store A versus store B. In this example, each store had 50 total activations, but store B activated 20 pay later devices. That's an additional $3,498 each month with churn that averages after 36 months, right? So profit-wise, the point of showing you this or saying this is there's a lot of money in pay later. If you're doing 50 activations and you can convert 20 of those 50 to pay later and you're still doing 50 boxes regardless, you can be making significantly more cash. So I want you to know the time is now, right? If you haven't been smart on pay later, you haven't been expert on it, become an expert on it. There's opportunity there. All right, system upgrades based on your feedback. So we heard that you guys want some call-in requirements, processing time, approval rates, system capabilities. They are working on all of that. They're doing systematic approvals, add lines, pay now to pay later, credit check reporting, new ID, credit evaluation. They hear everything and they are working on your feedback. So continue to send it up the chain. Sometimes people think, oh, I send these escalations up. It doesn't matter. It does matter. It always matters. Every time you send it up, we get it to the right person and they can work on these. And when you get more and more tickets coming in the same issue, obviously that is going to increase the importance, right? So some of the challenges was to identify opportunity inside the store. So how do we fix that? With visibility of customer traffic and conversion trends, right? So we have shopper tracking your stores now. Unable to measure promotions, now we can. Labor cost efficiency, we can optimize the spend. And real estate, we now have real estate teams with Boost Mobile to help you find great locations. So if you need help finding a spot, reach out to us and your Boost reps, and we can put you in contact with the Boost retail development team to help you find the perfect spot. It is the time to thrive. So action items, make sure you have accurate information. Make sure your inventory and staffing levels are sufficient. Make sure you're maximizing the value of each sale. Make sure you're championing the Boost training and trusting the tools you guys have available to you. Why come to the summit? This slide summarizes it all nicely. I know we're a couple minutes over. We're almost done here, guys. So Summit Connect attendees, they had a Pay Later Summit exclusives. They would get 5 Pay Later discount codes per location. When redeemed through ePay, each code provide customers with $10 off their second and third month bill. They also had a local marketing drive to retail. They tripled their digital marketing power. They could invest $200 and get an additional $400 in marketing funds. So $600 worth of investing for $200. So there's an extra $400 they got right there. Branded store remodels. So they were contributing an additional $2,500 towards store remodels. Again, more than your cost of going right there. Fixture refresh. Boost approved $2,500 towards a 4.0 kit locations that qualify and are needed of a remodel. Boost mobile gear. The retailers there were able to purchase discounted merch bundles, including a swag bag with 100 items, 100 shirts for just 25 bucks. Lots of cool stuff. Available to all branded retailers. So now, if you weren't at the summit, don't worry. There's lots of great stuff you can still take care of. The remote event sales tech kit. That's what I said is $2,000. It was $1,000 if you were at Summit. So another reason I keep telling you, go to Summit next year. But still, if it's $2,000 I didn't get it, dang, I wish I would got it for $1,000, but I'm not going to miss out on it. I'm absolutely getting one of these. Adam Mobile's got a tent, guarantee you, right? So get your tent before those are sold out. Again, that comes with fresh branded tent, a new branded tent, right? Tabletop cover, backdrop, fully equipped remote sales kit with laptop, configured network hotspot with IP, everything includes static IP included, charger, credit card, barcode scanner, everything is included. Elevate Go for retailers, that is available right now. Retailers will receive complimentary access to Elevate Go for 7 months from June 1st to December 31st, 2025 if you are a branded retailer. And then financing offers. Acima customers can get started with just a $10 initial payment, while retailers receive a $10 spiff for every approved lease, and progressive retailers receive a $25 promotional incentive for each approved lease. Lastly, the award winners. Big shout outs to some of the biggest dogs in the entire country. We have DCI winners up here for 7 to 14 stores. We had We Are Wireless taking in the Dealer of the Year. And for 50 plus stores, another DCI retailer, KG Premier. And the DDP of the year was DCI. So thank you guys all for what you've done, helping make us the retailer of the year. We give all the credit to you guys on the front lines because we know it's you who are doing all the work. So thank you guys so much for everything, for all you do. That is it for the Summit Recap. I will open up. Are there any questions at this time? All right. If there are no questions, thank you guys so much for hopping on. Again, if you need a copy of the deck or you have any questions, reach out to your DCI account manager or your booth sales rep. We'll be happy to answer your questions for you. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.